Hello everybody out there in the land, the make-believe Uncle Barko here, and it's my studio tour video. Been wanting to do this video for quite some time now. Basically I want to give you a tour of my studio, but the bigger idea is I want to do a whole series of studio tours, get into other artists' studios, see what kind of work they do, where they do it, how they do it, all that kind of stuff. So this is sort of a practice run. I'm going to run through the format that I'll use on these other videos here in my own studio. So I've got a bunch of questions I'm going to be asking, so I guess I'll ask myself. I'm not sure how this one's going to work out, but one of the reasons I haven't done it yet, and we're working on trying to do this for a couple of years now, I kind of got the format figured out, but then COVID hit and nobody could go to nobody else's houses, so that blew that. And then once COVID was over, I was kind of getting it together, then I broke my clavicle and leg, and they couldn't do it then either with the broken bone. So now everything seems to be going okay. We're starting to work our way into summer, so hopefully I'll be able to get this series starting with this studio tour here at the Barko Art Studio. So without any further ado, oh, damn it. All right, so here we are at the Barko Art Studio in Renton, Washington. So I'm a mixed media artist. I like to do all kinds of stuff with all kinds of different mediums. Mostly I work digitally. I used to draw on paper, but I got into digital work a little while ago, and that's what I'm doing now. I also like to do sculptures, and I'm learning how to paint a bit. So to start out with, let me run you through my studio setup, starting with my storage unit. Okay, let me start off here with my tool chest. This is a rolling tool chest, Craftsman. It's actually two parts. The bottom part is separate from the top part, and I'm really happy with the way this turned out. This is the first thing I got for my studio. Needed some storage, and so I was looking around, and I said, you know, I always wanted one of these anyway for tools and stuff. So yeah, pretty happy. It's really nice. It works out really well. Here is where I do all my charging. My charging station. It's about anything except for my phone that needs to be charged. I've got lots of GoPros and accessories, all kinds of stuff, lights, and you know, this and that, and so yeah, I charge it all in here. I can close this lid. It's not fireproof, but yeah, if there was a little fire, something happened in there, I could close the lid and just kind of protect everything until I can deal with it, sort it out, whatever. So when I first got it, I was like, why is this not flush here like it is over here? I see it's flush over here, but it's not flush over there. There's like a gap there, and I figured out that it was for the cables, so that you can plug something in, a cable can come out over here, and you can still shut the lid. So that was pretty cool. And then this is plugged in, so there's this power bar right here, so you can plug all your stuff into there. So yeah, that's the top part. This is where I keep all my GoPro stuff, my filming stuff, and it's a mess. So really have not had a chance to organize it. Now, the rest of the studio I got nice and organized for this shoot, but yeah, I just all this minutia I gotta dig through. So yeah, this should just be stuff that's charging, needs to be charged. Once it's charged, really most everything I have has a place to live. So yeah, so sorry, that's a mess. This first drawer here, that's where all of my accessories go. So a lot of that stuff up there should be in here. And again, I'm just lazy and haven't put it in there yet. Now these other drawers here, I was doing a lot of jewelry making, needed a place to store my beads. Bing, bang, boom. This worked out more than perfect. I was so happy with this. So I used to store my beads. This is called the Elizabeth Ward Bead Storage Solution. I cannot say too many good things about this. This is fantastic. If you've got little tiny tiny pieces of stuff for your crafts and you need a place to put them, right here is the way to go with the Elizabeth Ward Bead Storage Solution. And what I was geeked about is they fit perfectly in here, just nice and perfect. Boom, in there like that, and I was so happy that that worked out like that. So I've got these two in here, and then now with these two deeper drawers, I was able to stack them two at a time there, like that. Oh, by the way, I've got an in-depth review of the Elizabeth Bead storage solution system. Down there, I'll put a link. Details. While you're on the like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, people. So, yeah. So I was really happy about this, that I could stack them in here. So I got 2 up here, I got 4 in here. So the only caveat is I can't keep the lids closed like this because this will hook on, they'll hook on the edge of the frame here. So I have to leave them open. But otherwise, get out of here. Otherwise, they fit nice and snug. Nice and snug, just as long as I leave the thing. And then in this drawer here, I've got just odds and ends and knickknacks. What is this? You know, actually, why is this here like this? This should not be here. And then in here, I've got this is tools and stuff, legit tools. This is zip ties and sandpaper, and then another miscellaneous crap drawer. And then got all my Dremel stuff in here, and I've got my hand tools in here, and I got my power tools right there for you, right there. Yeah, that worked out really well. I'm glad I got this. It wasn't super expensive either. So that's what I got here. I got my camera equipment, my beading supplies, and then tools and stuff. Okay, so now let's move on to my shelving unit here. I've got a lot of stuff. This is a mess. Just get it up out of the way. Most of the stuff is just get it out of the way. Up there at the top, I've got shipping supplies and some lights and stuff for when I'm doing photography of, I gotta take pictures of my products to put up on the websites and whatnot, and that's very time consuming, and you have to a lot of lights and all kinds of stuff. I know I got that's what's up there. A bunch of canvases up there. I am going to be painting some canvases, even though I work digitally most of the time. I do some painting, and I want to get into painting more. I'd like to sit down with some of these canvases, figure out how to paint pictures and stuff. Usually I just paint toys. Usually I've just been painting my toy figures and stuff. So what do we got next? Some miscellaneous stuff. A lot of this is for needle felting. I've got my needle felting stuff up there. Just some tape, packing tape and stuff. Not super organized. I'd like to be more organized than this, but I'm not. So, yeah, got felting supplies. That's a bunch of plastic beads or something. I have no idea I wonder what is in this Spider-Man thing. What is in here? Nothing is empty. Nothing is empty. And then, up here is my favorite artist, Todd Shore. Right there. This is his book, Dreamland. And, I just like to have that up there because he inspires me. He does art like the way I wish I could do art, but can't. So, and there's my ukulele. Right there's my Les Paul ukulele. And I have not uked much. Lately. I've been doing a lot of artwork, so I have not been able to pull out the uke. Over here, even though I'm working digitally, I still have a lot of colored pencils and paintbrush pens and stuff like that. I know I'm going to get back into doing more physical artwork, so I'm keeping this stuff around, even though I'm working primarily digitally at the moment. So then here we've got reference materials. There's a bunch of old sketchbooks of mine, and how to make jewelry. There's a bunch of jewelry stuff. Here's some art books. I got Escher. I've got Crumb. I've got Quimby Mouse. Who is this by? Who is Quimby Mouse by? I forget who this is by. Great artwork though. This is a cool book. This is oh, you know what? Actually, this is great. I'm doing something. In case I'm gonna need to keep this out because I am at the moment working on something that's got a blueprint style, and yeah, I need to go through this book and get some inspiration. So yeah, let's put this down here for now. Okay, so that's that stuff. So this shelf here is all my metaphysical stuff. So I do a lot of work with warlocks and witches, and this is all my reference material there. Pretty much all I need is Principia Discordia. That's all anybody needs right there is Principia Discordia. But, you know, it's always good to have some information from the Church of the Subgenius, and, you know, I got my Wiccan for Idiots, Golden Dawn, Golden Bough, Magician's Companion, Brief History of Time. Anyway, reference material for thinky stuff. Now down here on the bottom shelf, I've got more reference material. These are all comic books with great art in them. Actually, it's Tom Strong stuff, man. If you've never read a Tom Strong comic book, I don't know, they're the best. That's an Alan Moore comic book. Tom Strong is the best comic books ever made. So that's just my opinion. And then more art, our Edward Gorey drawing book, MC Escher. What is this? What is this? Everything you ever wanted to know about art materials. Oh, yeah, there you go. Annotated Mother Goose, another project I'm working on, some Mother Goose graphics. And then, of course, there's the best book in the lot, Dead Clown Handbook by Barko. That's me. That's my book. That's my book. You can get that there. You can get that there on the Amazon. Trigger warning, clown violence. So, yeah, I got my own book there. Okay, and that is my resource library there. Over here, I've got stationery and stuff, papers. This is when I was using a paper planner. Really important. Having a planner for me is super important. I gotta have one. So I was using a paper one, but since I got a Android tablet, I have switched now to digital, so I don't think I'm going to be using that too much anymore. So I've got a bunch of stuff in here that's for the planner. I also got odds and ends. Stuff just finds its way in here. These are artist trading cards that I was making. I could go through those. And then this is my my amp for my ukulele. Yeah, I got an electric ukulele, and then songbooks. So yeah, what's next now? Oh, so let's move on now. Oh, and there's comic books down there. Those are all of the 2015 run of Secret Wars and Battle World. Got them all. Bunch of cool variants. So pretty excited about that. Okay, so this is where I do most of my work right here. I sit here and I'm on a computer 8 to 10 hours a day, either working directly on this is a Microsoft Studio 2, and I'm using an Autodesk sketchbook. That's just what I like to use. Now I'd like to start using Inkscape, but I really haven't gotten around to having the chance to sit down and learn how to use it because it's complicated. I use this because it's simple and I get good results. But I get better results, and it would be quicker if I was able to use Inkscape, which I can't because I haven't learned it yet. What I always like to have here is just a pad to jot stuff down on. Now, I've got the ADHD. I know. Really? Do you? Yeah, I do. Right here, just to show you, this is my studio tour script that I just put together. Full studio work area, tools and materials and storage. Yeah, we're doing all this. Okay, so yeah, this is where I sit and I do my art. Now that I got this Android tablet, I'm doing a major portion of the work on this, and then I transfer it over to the main computer and finish up the stuff. That's that there. There's my TV. There's my TV. So my TV is a second screen for my computer, but I'm usually just watching either Deadwood or Peacemaker. I switch off. So let's get over here to my bench. Now this is the second thing that I got when I was setting up my studio. Really wanted a good bench I could sit at and do my work, and I like it, but what turned out is that I got no place for my knees. So yeah, here's the problem, is that if I want to sit down at the bench and do some work, I got no place for my knees to go. And for a while, I had taken this drawer out and had it stashed someplace else, but I need the drawer. I got all kinds of stuff. Here this is all my jewelry making stuff in here. All kinds of stuff for making jewelry. So yeah, I really needed a place to put all this stuff, so I ended up putting the drawer back in there. I can still sit at it. I can still sit at it and do my work if I need to. And let's come up here and show you what I got up here. Okay, so here on my bench, I like to use Sculpey Primo. This is Sculpey, the Sculpey 3. It's the only one I pull out that's not Primo. Okay, I like to use Sculpey Primo. I don't know, I don't know the differences in Sculpey, Super Sculpey, Sculpey 3, Sculpey Primo. The reason I go with Primo is because I like the colors. So there's that. So I got a bunch of Sculpey here, and this is when I got an open packet, I go ahead, put it in one of these containers here like that. And right now, this is what I'm working on, so I have these particular colors out. And then you are just some rando beads. So you go right there in the rando bead department. What else I got up here? So I got all my sculpting tools. So here's where I have my my jewelry tools. Basically, this is stuff that I use for making jewelry with. Right jar. And then I got some hangy stuff. What is this? Some tape. Just random stuff up here. Oh yeah, these, I use these all the time. I'm an old man and I'm losing my sight. And also I do some pretty detailed work, so I like to get in there on it. And yeah, I will use these. I will actually put these on and then come over and look through the magnifying glass here, just to double up my triple up, because I'm also wearing glasses. So there is that. So what is this? You know, I just have this up there. I really like me some fire agate. If you can see that or not, this will come through. But yeah, I do like me some fire agate. I like to have stuff around, you know, if I'm sitting here working, and I just want to take a break, I want to kind of have something to look at. So I got stuff in front of me on the walls that makes me happy. That is my you don't need to know what that is. You don't need to know what that is. In any case, up here, this is where I keep my paints. So I've got a lot of paints, and again, I use these mostly for painting my toy figures, but I do want to learn how to paint better on canvases. At the moment, I prefer to do digital. One of the things I like about the digital is that it's got its own light source. It's got its own light source. So what I hate is when I'm coming down at a piece of paper and then I got the shadow of my hand that's making lines on a piece of paper. I'm trying to put lines on. I don't need that. When you've got digital, it's got the light coming up. Now, the problem with digital is that then the overhead light may glare on the screen. So that I don't like either. Yes, if I'm doing sketches or whatever, I'm going to prefer to do it on a digital device as opposed to a sketchbook nowadays. And let's just finish up here on the bench. Over here, I've got my my brushes, my paint brushes. You know what they are. I don't have to tell you. They're paint brushes. So I got my paint brushes over here. So, and this is, I'm going to be doing kind of a Toynbee tile sort of project. Toynbee tile sort of project. So I've got this linoleum. I'll get into it. So I've got this linoleum here. That shouldn't be here. It's kind of in the way. I put it here for a minute, and then I'm going to stash it someplace else, and I'll probably end up stashing it over here. And this is another storage area I have. This is where I keep my sculptures that like up here are sculptures. These are all kind of failures, stuff that didn't work out or that I've just set aside for now for whatever reason. So yeah, I do a lot of testing and stuff like that. So yeah, like this did not work out. I made a better one. Same with this, the same guy. What is this? Lollygog. It's a lollygog creature I've been working on. I got it figured out. So yeah, so I keep all my weird stuff that if it didn't work out, I don't care. I keep it for, just to have to look at. And then this I got recently. Do not know what I'm going to do with it. No idea. That's what this guy down here is. This is a Money by Kid Robot, and there's Dunnies and there's Monies, and it's cool. It's a collector's thing. So I've got this little bitty one here, and then I've got the 7-incher here. Don't know what I'm going to do with that. All right. So what else do I have in here? More sculptures. These are actually resin. These are resin castings that didn't work out so good. So when I go to when I'm doing a craft fair or something, I sell these for I put them up, and if somebody wants to buy them and play with them and, fix them up or whatever, I sell a handful of them, like two for $5, something like that. I put them out, whatever. I actually think oftentimes people come to my booth, I'll just give them stuff. sometimes. So that's stupid. I'm supposed to make money. You know, I just don't value money. That's my biggest problem, is I just don't value money. So I bought some books here. This is my book, and I'm going to be using these for promotional giveaways, and then selling signed copies and stuff on my website eventually. And I guess I got it in here. Oh yeah, this is, I had an idea to do this project with Sculpey over these jars, and I got a bunch of jars and then tried it, and I really haven't figured it out yet, so that got set aside. That got set aside for now. So, but that's what this is. And then printer, I got printer stuff down here. And that is about it for that. So then we get to this. Now, I wanted the whole studio to look good before I took you on a tour, but I just, this is what it is. Now, this is basically my casting station. Once I'm done making a sculpture over here and baking it up there, because you got to bake polymer clays, which you do, and that's actually a really good little oven for it. It's kind of hard to dial in exactly, but once you get dialed in, it's nice and big. So yeah, so I've got my casting equipment here, and it just, you know, stuff just ends up over here is what happens. It finds its way over here and it stays over here. So yeah, I got stuff to cast stuff with. Really, I got my my silicone solutions and my resin solutions, and you know, there's a lot of random stuff over here, guys. Tell you the truth, some stuff just, you know, you can have this in here. Some stuff just made it over here because I needed it out of the way. So, but when I get back into doing casting, which I'm not doing at the moment, I'll clear this all up, get it organized, and figure out what to do some of this other stuff. So a few months before I broke my leg, I did a craft fair, and that's what this is. This is all my craft fair. It was a toy and game expo, and this is actually where all of my products are right now. And I got these guys here. So this stuff I have for sale. And I got custom painted ones, and I have blank ones, and some jewelry in here. And let's see what else. I was making these journals. Yep, here's my guys. Here's my my resin castings, and these are blanks so people can paint their own, and then I have the custom painted ones right here. And if you're interested in any of these custom painted toys, you can go to my website, barkotoyco.com, and those are for sale there right now. So yeah, that I need to get this. I need to actually go through this. I need to actually go through this and sort it all out and get stuff where it needs to go. This is packing material for shipping. When I'm shipping stuff, I sell something, use that paper to pack. Use that paper for all kinds of stuff, but mostly it's for packing. And a bunch of random stuff down here. So this is my silver stash. When I first started working on making jewelry, silver was at like an all-time low, and I got a whole bunch of it. So I got a bunch of silver in here. This is full silver right there. And I'm taking a break from making jewelry for a little while, a couple months, probably in the summer. I think I'm gonna bust this out and bust out my beads over there and get some jewelry made. But yeah, right now I'm concentrating on some other projects, very not related to jewelry, so just kind of stash that there, and that is it. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna do a two-parter. The the studio tour took too long. It got into too much stuff. I cut a bunch of stuff out too. So that's that. So next week I'm gonna do the questionnaire portion of the interview, and what questions I got here. What inspires you to make art? How do you manage your time? What sales platforms do you use? social media. I got a bunch of questions, so they're not going to fit on this. I didn't want to make an hour-long video about this, so next week, part 2 be the questionnaire, and then again, if you know any artists who live in the greater Seattle land area, hopefully in the near Renton, because I don't drive, so I'll have to take a bus if it's too far from Renton. No, I'll take my electric skateboard or my electric bike. In any case, if you guys know any artists, have them get a hold of me on my Facebook page, Barko Art Studio on Facebook. Go there and follow me, because I got no followers. I got like 320 followers or something like that. I need like 10,000, like 10,000. So all right, so go ahead and follow me on Facebook, like and subscribe, and also at Dead Clown Handbook, available for all, and on the Amazon, just type in Barko, I'll come up, check out my artist bio there, and that is it. Until next time, art is 10% vision and 90% remembering what your particular vision is, so always remember, never forget your vision. And Godspeed, Earthlings.